In professional baseball, July is one of the biggest months of the year. July is the month where teams make the ultimate decision if they're going to buy in or sell that season. This year we could see names like Manny Machado, Mike Moustakas, Adrian Beltre, Josh Donaldson, and possibly even Jacob deGrom join new teams by the trade deadline. So today, in honor of the upcoming trade deadline, I want to give you my list of 5 big trades that came at the deadline and also 5 players that I think could be on the move this trade deadline. The first trade on this list helped bring a couple of World Series trophies to Boston. On July 31st, 1997, the Seattle Mariners traded away Derek Lowe and Jason Varitek to the Red Sox, while Boston sent Heathcliff Slocum to Seattle. At the time, the Red Sox were looking to build into the future, while the Mariners were looking to build onto their bullpen. Lowe went on to make 2 All-Star appearances in his tenure with the Red Sox in 2000 and 2002. Lowe was also a pivotal piece in the 2004 World Series run. Although his performance in the regular season wasn't great, he pitched a great baseball game in Game 4 of the ALCS when they turned the corner and won Game 7 with allowing just 1 hit through 6 innings. And of course, if you know anything about the Red Sox World Series runs, you can't forget about their catcher and captain, Jason Varitek. He provided a great bat, batting .321 in the ALCS in 2004 and .333 in the 2007 World Series. On July 26, 2000, the Arizona Diamondbacks traded Omar Dal, Nelson Figueroa, Travis Lee, and Vincent Padilla to the Phillies for Curt Schilling. Schilling was the number 2 starter on that roster that year thanks to Randy Johnson. And together they formed a 1-2 tandem that overpowered opponents the following season in 2001. That season, of course, culminated in a World Series Game 7 win over the New York Yankees. Schilling earned MVP honors for his 3 starts in Game 1, 4, and 7. Schilling pitched a total of 21 1/3 innings and struck out 26 and allowed just 4 earned runs. On July 18, 1993, the Atlanta Braves sent prospects Donnie Elliott, Melvin Knives, and Vince Moore to San Diego for the crime dog Fred McGriff. The Braves had enough pitching on the staff at the time thanks to Maddox, Glavine, Smoltz, and Avery, but they needed a boost at the plate. McGriff continued to supply a steady dose of 34 to 35 home runs and 90-plus RBIs for Atlanta in 3 All-Star seasons from 94 to 96, the middle of which provided the Braves with the sole World Series ring from their 14-year reign of NL East dominance. Cliff Lee was traded to the Cleveland Indians in 2002 that sent ace Bartolo Colon to the Expos. Lee left Cleveland 1 year after winning the Cy Young Award, and then he helped lead the Phillies to World Series. After a post-trade run in the regular season, Lee tossed a complete game and allowed just 1 earned run in a Game 1 NLDS victory over the Rockies. Then Game 1 of the World Series against the Yankees, Lee spun another complete game with 0 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, and 6 scattered hits. Although the Yankees topped the Phillies in 6 games, Lee was 4-0 and had a 1.56 ERA that postseason. Cleveland acquired emerging ace Carlos Carrasco in that deal. And on July 31st, 2008, among crazy trades that year, the Boston Red Sox were ready to move on from Manny Ramirez. The untenable relationship between Ramirez and the club ended up sending him across the country to the Los Angeles Dodgers. The acquisition cost the Dodgers Andy LaRoche and minor league pitcher Brian Morris, plus Manny's large salary, but it was worth every penny. Manny smashed 17 home runs and hit an absurd .396 in 53 games. The Dodgers were sitting at .500 at 54-54 when they acquired him, and he provided a huge jolt to the batting order, helping lift LA to 84-78 and the NL West crown. Ramirez then hit a home run in each of the first 2 games of the Dodgers' 3-0 NLDS series sweep of the Cubs. For an encore, he batted .533 in the NLCS and hit 2 home runs, but the Dodgers fell short to the eventual NL champion Philadelphia Phillies in 5 games. And now on to a few players that I think could be on the move at this year's trade deadline. Don't be surprised if the Dodgers or Brewers make a few trades at this year's trade deadline. A couple of guys I think both teams will try to go after are Scooter Gennett and Asdrubal Cabrera. Gennett is on pace for 25 home runs this season and a possible batting title, and he could also give any team a huge boost at the plate. Cabrera is also on pace for about 25 home runs along with 40 doubles. If the price is right, I wouldn't be surprised if either of these guys were on the move by the end of July. The Phillies are another team that are trying to improve the left side of their infield. They will probably be shopping for a third baseman or shortstop, which leads me to my next couple of guys. Look out for Jerickson Profar, Matt Duffy, and Jose Iglesias to be possible candidates for Philadelphia. Iglesias is currently batting .273 and is one of the best defensive players in the game. Matt Duffy is an average player defensively, but he's hitting over .300 this year. Machado and Moustakas are the most sought-after third baseman this year, but Duffy is a pretty good alternative if Machado or Moustakas can't work out. And Jerickson Profar has an on-base plus slugging percentage of .763 this month. He fits with a contender as a bench piece, or for a team with some patience, he could have the opportunity to grow into a contributor. Either way, teams that haven't been contending in the past few years are contending this year. Don't be surprised if teams like the Dodgers go for trades, the Phillies or the Braves try to make some moves to buy in for this year.